Hello
Hello
guys,
guys,
welcome back to Pakistani Reaction. सलाम, नमस्ते, सत श्री अकाल। गाइस मैं हूं रॉक्सन
और मैं हूँ रोमा। वी आर फ्रॉम कराची, पाकिस्तान।
उम्मीद करते हैं आप लोग खैरियत से होंगे
और आपकी दुआओं से हम भी ठीक हैं।
तो गाइस आज की वीडियो का टाइटल आपको बताते हैं। आज की वीडियो का टाइटल है इमर्जिंग इंडिया द राइज हैज सुपर पावर। तो चलिए गाइस देखते हैं कि इंडिया सुपर पावर बनने को एक करीब है। एशिया में जो है इस वक्त सेकंड लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी बन चुका है। तो देखते हैं दुनिया में भी तकरीबन फिफ्थ लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी है और अनकरीब थर्ड लार्जेस्ट बनने वाला है। तो चलिए गाइस देखते हैं, आपके साथ मिलकर वीडियो को शुरू करते हैं। वीडियो को शुरू करने से पहले आप लोगों से रिक्वेस्ट है
कि वीडियो को लाइक करें,
शेयर करें और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना मत भूलिए ताकि हमारी नई वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आपके पास आता रहे। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट।
India, the world's fastest growing major economy, expected to be the world's third largest economy by 2027, only behind USA and China. Currently, India is the fifth largest economy in the world, with a huge GDP of almost $4 trillion. And according to IMF, India is on the way to overtake Japan in the end of this year and will become the fourth largest economy in the world and second largest economy in Asia continent. India has already become the third largest economy in the world by PPP GDP, with a massive economy of 14,600 trillion. This year, India is going to grow with the impressive growth rate of over 7%, which is much higher than all major economies. India is not only the fastest growing major economy in the world, but also the world's fastest growing stock market, the world's fastest growing real estate market, the world's fastest growing startups ecosystem, and home to the highest numbers of under construction mega projects in the world, spending over $1.9 trillion just on its infrastructure between 2018 to on the way 2025. India is improving its infrastructure rapidly, and due to the attractive business policies of the government of India, such as PLI scheme, big companies of the world are starting their production in India. The biggest example of this is Apple, which working on produce 25% of its smartphone production from India by the next year. India is the fourth most powerful military in the world and having the second largest active army in the world, with 1.4 million active military personnel. And the country is one of the few countries in the world that has lethal nuclear weapons. Also, India is modernizing its military at a very fast pace by spending $80 billion on its military, which make India the world's fourth largest defense budget. India is not only paying attention to its infrastructure and military, but is also paying equal attention to technology. India is one of the 4 countries in the world that have developed anti-satellite weapons. That means India has capability to destroy the communication system of any countries in the world by destroying their satellites in the space. An Indian Space Research Organization has successfully launched over 435 foreign satellites for 36 different countries, including satellites of USA, Germany, France, UK, and Russia. India has become the first country in the world to reach Mars in its first attempt and become the first country in the world to successfully land a spacecraft on South Pole of the Moon. And did you know that India has created an incredible record by successfully launching 104 satellites by a single rocket? Last year, India has overtaken China and now become the most populous country in the world with the world's largest young force. More than 50% of its population below the age of 25 years. And this young force is starting their business, due to which India has become the world's largest and fastest growing startup ecosystem. Today, with over $900 billion industrial output, India is among the world's top 5 most industrialized countries. Big companies of the world and Indian companies are starting their production in India, due to which India is now becoming the manufacturing hub of the world. Last year, India had total exports of $776 billion. And the way the industrial growth is visible in India, by 2030, India's output is expected to be more than $3 trillion, and export is expected to be $2 trillion, which will make India the third largest exporting country in the world after China and USA. Due to this, India's impressive growth, the wealth of the people of India is increasing very fast. Today, with a wealth of $18 trillion, India has become the fourth wealthiest country in the world, and the way India's wealth is increasing, by 2030, India's wealth will cross $30 trillion, which will make India overtake Japan. We'll become the third most wealthiest country in the world after USA and China. The way India's economy and wealth is growing, not only the people of India, but also the big companies of the world are investing in India's stock market, due to which today India's stock market is the fastest growing major stock market in the world. In just last 1 year, India has overtaken France, UK, and Hong Kong, now become the world's fourth largest stock market with a market cap of more than $5.2 trillion. And according to IMF, the size of India's stock market will be more than 11 trillion by 2030. Then India will overtake Japan and become the third largest stock market in the world after USA and China. India, the world's fastest growing major economy, the world's fastest growing major stock market, the world's fastest growing real estate market, and the world's fastest growing startup ecosystem is expanding at an annual rate of 7%. Already the fifth largest economy, it will rank third by 2027 after USA and China. Will it become a superpower? Give your opinion in the comments.
तो गाइस ये था इंडिया जो कि तेज़ी से ग्रो कर रहा है। अगर हम देखें तो बहुत फास्टेस्ट ग्रो है इंडिया की, जो इस वक्त पिछले 20 सालों से इंडिया ने बहुत तरक्की की है, बहुत ग्रो किया है। उसने हर चीज़ में अपनी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, स्टॉक मार्केट, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, अभी भी उनके प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं जो कि अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन है। इसके अलावा उनकी इकोनॉमी, हर चीज़ में मतलब वो ग्रो कर रहा है। तो हैज़ पर वीडियो जो हमने वीडियो देखी उसके मुताबिक ये है कि इंडिया 2030 में थर्ड लार्जेस्ट कंट्री बन जाएगा, उसकी इकोनॉमी, और थर्ड लार्ज जो है सुपर पावर बन जाएगा। हर चीज़ में मतलब वो इंडिया ग्रो कर रहा है। तो ये इंडिया के लिए एक अच्छी बात है। इसमें अगर हम देखें तो स्पेस में भी इंडिया जा चुका है, और वो पहली कंट्री है इंडिया जिसने साउथ पोल में जो है वो लैंड किया है। मून के साउथ पोल में अभी तक किसी ने लैंड नहीं किया, यहाँ तक कि यूएसए भी साउथ पोल में नहीं जा सका, लेकिन इंडिया फर्स्ट कंट्री है जिसने साउथ पोल में लैंड किया है। तो गाइस आज के लिए इतना ही। उम्मीद करते हैं आपको वीडियो पसंद आई होगी। अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आई है
तो वीडियो को लाइक करें,
शेयर करें
और सब्सक्राइब करें,
और बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना मत भूलिए ताकि हर नए आने वाली वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आप तक पहुंच सके। तो आज के लिए इतना ही, फिर मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए, तब तक के लिए
बाय बाय।